Welcome, everybody, to this Scorpio season newsletter. I'm loving the sultry colors up here. Scorpio season, ooh, potent, powerful, deep and dark, mysterious, alluring, magnetic, sensual, sexual. A lot of very powerful energies that can move through ancestral as well. And this is a really interesting season, as they all are. Every sign of the zodiac has its own characteristics, its own strengths, qualities, and opportunities. And in this particular newsletter email, this little video here, I just want to offer a couple of really fun, interesting things. Of course, we have Samhain. I'm going to start right here. Samhain. Some call that Samhain, Samhain. Which is the pagan or druidic turn of the wheel, where the veil is thin. There is a commercialized holiday overlapping it, known as Halloween, right? But Samhain is that time where we allow transition to occur. We welcome it with grace, with love. We honor the ancestors. We honor the beings that really also live here. It's a very interesting time of year because not only do we want to really offer honoring to anyone of our ancestral lineage, whether that's passed over loved ones, by lighting a candle or by taking these moments in the beautiful evening or in the very first aspects of the morning before the sun rises to honor their memory, honor their spirit. Psychic ability really is enhanced at this time, but what I love about Scorpio season is the depth that we can go, because this really opens up this, it opens up ancestral karma. It opens up ancestral lineage, ancestral healing. And ancestral healing is held within the DNA of the body, right? And it's one of those where we have so many different versions of karma, of ancestral karma. There is the aspect that some people refer to that links with different timelines, where you may astral project and quantumly travel, time travel, right, into a different dimension or plane to access different memories. But really, when I look at ancestral healing, I'm looking at what my body is holding on to, what Gaia is wanting to clear. Because what Gaia is wanting to clear is going to come up through us anyway, because we are extensions of her. Even though our feet may leave the ground, we are the shoots and the roots and the plants and the trees that that Gaia has birthed, that we have sprung forth from her. So whatever Earth is ready to clear collectively in this time of year can really powerfully come up and come through us. And so to allow ourselves the recognition that if we can maintain and hold our basic needs at the forefront of our day, so that means what time do we need to get up? What do we need to do to look after our body, to look after our day? Then whatever else may move through in this very powerful Scorpionic season, where isn't Pluto changing signs as well? There is this very able aspect of showing ourselves that we can manage all this external energy, because none of it really truly is external. And so when we look at ancestral karma and healing the ancestral line, it's going to move up and through you, through each and every cell. For each and every cell has its own identity anyway. It has its own energy, it has its own charge. Each and every cell within us has its own current. And the more of those cells which are aligned with one another, the easier it is for energy to move up and through, collective energy, whatever we may feel coming through. Of course, there are big things happening all over the world. Lots of contrasting experiences happening all over the world. And whether we are in those countries or not, we're going to feel it because we are all connected. Earth is one home. So we're going to feel it. And so I always really love the idea that we can align each of our cells to be flowing up the same stream. And we do that by looking after our temple, our body, honoring how the energy wants to flow and honoring what we actually need, honoring our own discipline and finding freedom through that discipline of the body and the mind. Because when we do that, we can't be controlled, right? We're not living a passive life. We are actively choosing how we want to create and co-create. So that when we are in service, then we're not going to get thrown pillar to post. So this is quite an interesting way to take a Scorpio video. Of course, this is for everyone. It's not just for anyone born under the sun of Scorpio. This is for everyone about this particular season, right? You know, we've had a few days here so far, 4 days. So we've got another 20 odd to go. And it really is one of those times that also invites us, so it invites us into the blood mysteries, into the mystery school wisdom, right? And most of us and most of the audience that watch these videos connect perhaps more with Isis and Osiris and Set, Horus, and the Magdalene lineage, Kali Ma. Usually it's the Egyptian side first, and then usually we kind of look over to Kali Ma and all that beautiful dark goddess energy as well, because there is such beauty, potency, power, and light in the darkness and the comfort of that womb space. There is such feminine energy ready to be activated in this very Mars-driven, right? Scorpio's traditional ruler, or Pluto-driven season. And I say this, and I wear black for a reason, right? In honor of this Scorpio energy. Because this is the thing that Scorpio can do better than any other sign. Because every sign of the zodiac has their superpower. They have their thing that they contribute to the 12 of the zodiac. And that is the deepest diving into the shadow realms. And they do so in order to bring light. But if we look at how our own shadows come up, our own shadows are the parts of us that we exile, the parts of us that we cannot face. And because we cannot face them, we disown them to such an extent that what actually happens is they have to show up in our physical reality. Because that's what happens. We exile it from ourselves. And therefore, the thing that we don't want to create, that we're resisting and trying to avoid, it gets created physically. The energy comes through in a different way to show us so that we can go, hey, this is out of balance. Can we bring those parts to one? Can we reconcile them, give them space, let them heal? Scorpio is the master alchemist, that water sign that is able to really go to the depths of the ocean, to walk in that darkness and see the beauty of it. Emotional alchemy is key at this time. There's a lot of Kundalini activations that can happen at this time within yourself. And when you allow that life force energy, that great mother energy of Kundalini to rise up through you, then it will naturally reconcile the shadow and the light. Because really, the shadow is nothing to be afraid of. And Scorpio knows this. Scorpio is not just the scorpion, but Scorpio can grow to be that eagle and even that phoenix. And that's what's really, to me, beautiful about Scorpio energy, is that, yes, there can be this intensity, this mysteriousness, this magnetism that's indescribable. But when Scorpio is really aligned and in their power, there is no shadow that does not return home to light. And that is what this season brings, a return to the light. An appreciation of the dualistic nature of this planet. And that is why we light a candle at Samhain. This is why we honor the thinning of the veil and seeing through to the different realms. Because it shows us what we've been avoiding. It shows us the parts of us that want to make us more whole, that wants to help us become more refined and aligned so that our light can enter our soul, so that we can really thrive in our knowing, in our being, and in our truth. There is nothing that you cannot do. And this season has the capacity to show you that, to reach up and raise the dregs, to clear them out, to make that space. This season has the invitation for deeper connection, deeper than ever before. And with deep connection comes deep intimacy, comes comfort with oneself, knowing that all is one. And so, of course, through this Scorpio season, we have some really wonderful things coming up to support. On the 1st of November, we have the Dragon Workshop. Welcome to the Dragon Realm. For the dragons love this season too. They burst through with their beautiful energy and their flames of light. They burst through all the avenues of darkness and help them alchemize. So if you are ready to meet the Dragon Realm in a different capacity, in a deeper way, then please join me on the 1st of November for an online workshop or a replay if you're busy. We have the continuation of the Inner Child series, 2 more workshops in November. So the next one being the second part, which will be on the 14th of November. And then, of course, the 25th, but we're in Sagittarius season for the 25th. So I'll talk about that in the next newsletter. But there is a lot of really exciting and really powerful things to support. Of course, the 11 gateways here, the alchemists, the master. I mean, we're in alchemist season, but the master gateway. And of course, alchemist Merlin oversees that. So this is also his time. So you can look in many different ways at Scorpio season, and the main ones that stick out to me personally. You have the lineage of Isis, right? You have the mystery schools and the blood mysteries. I do have courses about this on my website. Sacred Feminine Wisdom is a wonderful womb-heart connection, a 3-part series. That's very, very powerful. I would highly recommend embarking upon that course if you've not done it already, especially in Scorpio season, if you want to get more connected to your sacred feminine wisdom. And I also have the Temple Secrets of the Shekinah. That is a very, very, very powerful feminine course as well, which is all about the temple secrets. You can browse courses on my website, aliceheath.com. And of course, there will be one-to-one appointments, a few of them available for November. It is an Anchor Your Light month, though, so the one-to-one spaces will be limited. But of course, that means then that I have more space to offer body scans, energy adjustments, light language attunements, and the Pleiadian or Arcturian 3-day healing pods and recorded readings. So if you find yourself wishing or seeking for support or assistance in managing your energy and in bringing clarity through, then feel very, very welcome to book one of the remote services this month. It will be an honor to serve you. The Scorpio season brings 3 main things. The mystery schools, that is seeded within us through this season. It's inevitable because you have to go into the unknown, and that's what the dark is. The dark is the unknown. You have to go into the forgotten, and Scorpio brings that back like no one else. They traverse the psychic realms like no one else. That's the astral planes as well, the halls of Amenti, Amentai, and the Akash, Then you also have the Druidic, or the pagan. We have Stonehenge here. There's a Stargate and an Earth Gateway. The pagan or the Druidic turn of the wheel of Samhain, which the Gregorian calendar puts at the 31st of October, but really the energy peaks around the 4th of November this year, as per the sun and the dates. And why that's really powerful is because that is when the veil is thinnest. That is when you can jump through your timelines and choose your dimension even clearer, even better. And if you are seeking assistance in doing so, then I invite you to welcome in the energy of some of the Merlin attuned dragons. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dragon here. I absolutely love this. This is Eupolite. And Eupolite is a remover of blocks and obstacles. It's attuned to Merlin. These dragons are going to be very, very active over this Scorpio season. Eupolite, Black Labradorite, both of these attuned to Merlin. This is an entity remover, psychic protector. This particular one. Eupolite is the remover of blocks. Both of those attuned to Merlin. It is his season. And if the energy of Samhain really does call, then we have Black Obsidian too. This one is attuned to Kalimar to really help decapitate the ego aspects of the shadows and return them to love, the great mother energy in this. So 3 particular dragons really ready to assist. They are very, very powerful. I love them to bits. I have 2 obsidian, I have 3 eupolite, and I have 2 black labradorite left. And also these little skulls here are going to be very, very, very helpful over the Samhain portal. Connect with your passed over loved ones through one of these, with your guardian angel, or with your higher self. They are very beautiful, clear quartz, sacred beings, really affordable too. So if any of those call to you, feel welcome to email me at crystals@aliceheath.com. That's the second part of Scorpio season, that Samhain portal. And traditionally, a lot of stuff happens then. If you remember, if you're in Britain or if you know British history, it is on Samhain that the Houses of Parliament tried getting blown up, right? And we celebrate that to this day with fireworks and sparklers on the 5th of November. Lots of energetic experiences, I'm going to put it that way, tend to happen around Samhain or around the actual date of Samhain, which is around the 4th, 5th of November. So we're going to have a whole week of that. And the third thing, the third part of this powerful season is the 1111 gateway. Now, the 1111 gateway is Merlin's gateway specifically. This is about you being a master and walking through the gateway after going through everything you've gone through in Scorpio season, everything you've remembered, everything you've alchemized, everything you've felt. And I appreciate that's going to be big for most of us watching this video. Lots of emotional alchemy and processing. Lots of deep things being uncovered within and without. And when you get to the 1111 gateway, it's a wonderful time for manifestation. A really incredible time for manifestation. You don't have to try extra to do anything for that. You just have to be choosing where your heart is focused, choosing where your mind is focused, where your third eye is focused. I have 1 remaining. This beautiful sphere. This is attuned to the third eye and the crown, attuned to the 7 suns of ascension. This will be a powerful ally for anyone over the 1111 gateway. So if any of those crystals today call you, please feel very welcome to email. Otherwise, they're just going to chill here and have a wonderful time until they know where they're going. But yeah, that 1111 gateway is going to be really, really, really potent, really exciting. It always is. And when Merlin comes through, when the second part of Scorpio season rises, and it's time for that Merlin energy, I will share once again the decree that I got from Merlin so that you can attune to his energy, to his prophecy, to his wisdom, to his alchemical mastery. For that is what Merlin is. He's a master of alchemy, a master of the stars, a warper of time, reweaving it as he goes. So there's lots of things arriving this month. There's a couple of other things I will mention. I will be launching the Meeting of Hearts, which is going to be a monthly Zoom call and a monthly community. I'll be launching that very soon. I'm just working out the fine details on the admin side of the website. And also, I had the joy of participating in an online summit called Divine Desire. And that is going to be launched on the 18th of November. So I will put a little sneak preview, but I will send a separate email out for that when all the interviews have finished being recorded. You're really going to enjoy the chat that I had with this wonderful lady called Amanda. You're going to really enjoy the wisdom there. So when that comes out, I'll send an email out to everyone. But in the meantime, the Scorpio season, this thinning of the veils, this powerful alchemical time, embrace it. Embrace the darkness and know that there is nothing to fear, because it is only with the darkness that light exists. And for those of us that truly believe that we are light workers, then we must be shadow workers too. For those of us who believe we are way showers, the only way that we can show the way is by paving it. And that means going where others are afraid to go and holding your head high, your heart open, and knowing that the light of who you truly are will always shine through and shine bright. And you will always be safe in your own light, because you are living love. You are joy. And what an honor it is to be here with you all on this planet at this time. It's going to be a very energetic run up to the solstice. And I look forward to sharing that with each and every one of you. That's all from me for now. If you have any questions, any video content that you'd like to see, feel very welcome to email me. I have a few videos waiting to come out. Already channeled guidance from the Octorians, and some really wonderful questions that have been submitted. So they'll get released over the next couple of weeks. So yeah. Thank you so much. And so much love. Bye for now.